Alas, poor Trotimus, I knew him well. Hello, and welcome everybody to High Rollers D&D. This is my new
skull is that?
This is my new best friend. This is my good friend Scully. He's going to be my co-DM for the session. And welcome to a live episode of High Rollers D&D. We're here. We're ready to play some games with all of you. Yeah. Along with Scully, I'm Mark Shulk-Humes. I'm the Dungeon Master for this little show. We make a little D&D show called High Rollers D&D, which you're watching right now, live. This is my friend. I'm a bit out of it today, as you can tell. We are joined by... these people. We've got Tom as Keelek Abkalar. We've got Trot as Lucius. And we've got Kim as Nova. We are sadly missing Rhi and Katie today. Go and send them some... That man, his pancakes just probably went everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Send them both some love on social media. Rhi is away in London doing cool, exciting things, and Katie's just not feeling very well. So we are going to push on, though, because we have missed a few streams. So we're going to push on with just these three and wrap up a couple of little bits in the game. We've got Scully. It's true. Isn't this cool?
It was me, dead.
That is pretty cool.
Alas, poor Trotimus, I knew him well. If this was real, look at it compared to my head. This would be like a child's skull, I'm pretty sure.
Well, yes. That's why I've got numbers on my phone right now that I'm just dialing. Like, you know.
It is resin. It is a resin skull. I do not have a real skull.
I have a child's skull.
Not even in my own head.
Someone else said, "Wow, look, all the boys are gone already. Looks like it's just you and me today, Mark."
Yeah, no, we're done. It's all done today.
I was trying to get mochi.
But yeah, it is happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. If you're a mum watching,
I didn't text my mum.
We love you. Text your mum. I was gonna say my next thing is like, if you haven't messaged your mum, Americans, I know it's not your Mother's Day, but it is our Mother's Day in the UK. So if you're
tell
in the
your
UK
mum I said
or
hi.
Europe, tell your mum we said hi.
Your mum already knows.
We miss her. She won't return our texts. We'd really like to hear from her. Why not? And also, you know, why not? If you run D&D, why don't you get your mum to play? Have a game of D&D with your mum. A lovely Mother's Day.
She doesn't like nerds. She doesn't like nerds.
Oh, okay. Your mum loves nerds. Shut up.
Mother's Day,
she sent you guys a very nice message.
I sent my mum a nice hamper actually on Friday.
Oh,
I just forgot the
lovely.
text. There's a little scone set in a hamper because she's got COVID right now. It's like, I'll bring the picnic into your house.
Aww.
Look at this sweet boy. Sweet boy. What did you do for Mother's Day, Tom?
From my mum?
From my mum? That's it. Job done.
I went to have lunch at my mum's. I went to have lunch at my mother's and I got her chocolates. So, there you go. I'm the best child.
Me and you lose, Tom, basically. That's what I'm hearing. Like, yeah.
No, don't put me on your level.
What do you mean? I haven't even said what I did for Mother's Day yet. You're giving me shit. I sent her a message because she lives in another country, so she constantly tells me not to ring her because it costs her more money. So I just sent her a message.
I spoke with my actual voice.
Facebook message.
So that's
no. I was told don't bother. Yes. So I have a great relationship with my parents. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
hey,
call your mum.
Trot mentioned Kim's mum sent us a lovely message to talk about our studio. Fingers crossed. Next week, maybe we are hoping to have something very soon to show you off and to get ourselves in there. Like, we're at a really good stage. I'm fingers crossed for maybe next week or the week after. We might be able to get in there, but that's it's looking good. It's looking very, very good. Little quick update on that. Definitely keep an eye. If you're not following, if you haven't clicked the little bell on Twitch to get updates when we go live, you might want to do that because there could be some little sneaky guerrilla test streams where we might just go live and
gorillas.
Yeah, with real gorillas. We're going to get the guy from that.
Oh, they ruined everything.
Phil Collins drum kit one. What was that advert?
Dairy milk.
Cadbury's.
Dairy milk was Cadbury's. That's what I was trying to remember.
Because it was
We're
smooth.
going to get that gorilla in. We're going to get the Planet of the Apes gorillas in. It's going to be great. Going to get the Gorillas, the band. They're going to do the new soundtrack from the studio.
Real gorilla, was it?
What? No, but they were called
It
gorillas.
was. They taught the gorilla how to drum. It was really, you know,
Wow,
really
that's
talented
amazing.
gorilla. They
Real
paid him
gorilla.
with chocolate as well.
Yeah,
That
Phil
doesn't sound
Collins
healthy.
personally taught it to play the drums.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Matt, I told you it's going to be a weird one today. With Callus's forces taking a less aggressive stance and seemingly focusing their efforts elsewhere, the party discussed the matters of the giant Magitech construct, Project Vanguard, its whereabouts, and used Quill's prophetic powers to learn its current location and status.
Pathetic?
Nova is informed. Prophetic.
Okay.
Prophetic. Nova, those are the
Fair enough.
facts, is that they were gone. But I believe Nova has made considerable, it's not a huge leap in logic to go, Callus would not leave that thing where it was. He would have taken it with him, wherever he was going.
More importantly, did Nanny Norfolk communicate the message to Tornado that he's a moron? Did she pass that on?
You don't get an update on that. You're going to have to wait and find out when you see him if that message was passed on.
I'll just note that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Very important. Lucius, anything? And Azaria would come and fetch Lucius and probably the rest of the crew with a Captain Elenaster. There.
Yes.
I have made, I believe, that my modifications to your ship are complete. I would very much like to show you what has been done as you prepare for your next voyage, I believe.
How exciting. I look forward to seeing
Yes.
technological breakthroughs you've...
Quite a number of them. I'm interested to see how they play in the field. Obviously, I'm an architect and a designer, and I can create these things, but unfortunately, there is no way for us to test them in any sort of rugged capacity. I am very excited to hear your reports on how things function, or at least to learn significant progress from your deaths. It's just some smiles.
From our deaths.
Well, in case everything goes wrong, there is always a chance of death with these sort of experimentations, but that is the nature of such things.
See, you call me socially inept, but I at least know to keep the death thing inside my head.
I never said socially inept, just you talk a lot.
Exactly. And I see it in your eyes when I do talk a lot. But yes, inside voice for the death stuff. Nobody ever really likes to hear about how you're collecting data from their death.
You are saying that quite loudly.
No, but I'm saying how I don't say
Lucius
it.
has turned around and is frowning. Is
Shall we
everyone
go and see
talking
the
about
ship?
us dying?
Apparently so.
Right.
I mean,
two of
it's
us
okay
died
for
already.
you guys. Yeah, 2 of us. It's okay for you guys. You don't know how it feels. It sucks. And then it's
Well,
great. And then you come back.
Sentry's like nods. It does suck, yes.
I did try and ask you, Quill, but you said later. You just later. I did have that questionnaire for you, but you were just like,
I
no,
wasn't
later.
going to fill in a post-death
I was not aware
awakening
that you had been resurrected,
questionnaire.
Mr. Adkolar. I must
I-
surely ask you about the experience myself as well.
Me first. I get first dibs. Quill, can you fill it out now, actually? You got a spare room?
I do have time. Damn it. Fine.
Well, there will be time afterwards. Would you care to see the Storm Chaser?
Yes, we
Yes.
There are several facets, especially for Miss Nova Vija, who I believe is the current serving sort of Magitech engineer aboard. There is a particular avenue for you that after witnessing your strange symbiosis with this Eterna, I've developed something in particular for the two of you.
Wait, how long is this going to take? I've got a questionnaire to fill out now.
Oh, it will take some time. I would recommend saving the questionnaire for later.
I can scrap the questionnaire.
Late? No, why do you keep saying later?
Got busy stuff to do. Got to check out the
Fine,
ship.
I'll slide it under your pillow. Do it.
Let me just go get my walking cane, and then I will be right out.
Walking game?
When did he have a walking cane?
Lucius comes
don't
back
wait.
with a very ornate walking cane,
Okay.
and he tries
Okay.
to walk with it.
But he doesn't need
Hang on.
it. He's just trying to look like he does? Like, what's
he's not hobbling or anything. He is looking more like prim and proper.
Prim and proper. Okay, so this is more like a display of nobility kind of thing, like standing with a cane, sort of like,
His chin is more like pointing upwards.
Okay, nice.
It does give you an air. I mean, walking cane. You don't need it for walking. It's very glamorous, so Lucius. How much?
Oh,
It's like a nobility thing.
How much was this? Just for the
please
record.
lead the way.
Oh, good.
Was it given
It's
to
one
you
of
as a
those.
gift? Is it like, because you look very regal. You look very, very regal. Very,
Thank you,
very.
Nova.
Yeah, I like the chin up kind of thing. This is working. It's good.
Yes, yeah. It reduces my vision a bit because I have to look down. And I see a lot more of my nose, but yes, yeah, I'm trying to pull it off. I'm trying a new thing.
Okay.
Well,
Is it inspired by anyone?
Well, no, this is just I've seen it a lot, and it seems like a good thing to have if you want to be treated seriously in aristocratic society and all that.
Aristocratic. Royal circles.
I don't know what it is, but I respect you so much more. It's the head thing.
Check
It's
this
just
out.
that.
And
Yeah?
Lucius whips up the cane and points at Quill with it.
Whoa. Okay. Man,
You just want to do everything I ask now, don't you?
I do. Somehow I do.
Okay, get the door for me.
Okay, sir.
See, it works. It works really well. And he slams the cane back down.
No, but he likes me, right? He likes my company, right?
Wow. All right, getting a very deep inside look into Quill's insecurities there.
The extra effort is much appreciated.
Oh, of course, yes. This has become my sort of personal study, but I've remodeled one of the rooms to serve as something of a viewing platform.
Well, Master likes a spectacle.
Nova,
Yes.
how much should we pay for the upgrades?
I had nothing to do with the finances. I'm purely a science officer now. The bird is the quartermaster. He's the one
Bird,
with
you
the-
can't say that.
What? He's a bird.
Quill,
Word is the word.
how much should we pay for the upgrades? Because we're getting a very premium experience right now.
She has a very logical point as well. We can't, answer our curiosities if we're all dead. Dead.
Just yell dead again. Nova, you are...
What? You're making me have a real complex about this, Quill. I said earlier, I say that bit quietly in my head.
That was the one bit you said way louder than everything else. You really accentuated the dead bit.
What? Dead?
Yes. Anyway, Azaria, please lead the way.
Oh, please, no, step inside after you.
Oh, now it's awkward. After you.
I'll point my cane at
No, no.
Quill.
Okay, I'm going.
It is glamorous. It is. You feel as if you've stepped into this noble's mansion with a grand curved stairway in a sort of round, much larger than you expected tower. The only problem is the entire interior is decorated in a style that might be a little unsettling. Everything is kind of made of bones or black
it's all
gauzy
eyes.
fabrics. It's all sort of like the banister of this curved stairway looks like a giant spine. It's all black, gauzy, draped funerary fabrics. There's dead
Ooh.
flowers everywhere.
Nice leather
it
chair.
is-
That's flesh.
It's no, it's not flesh. It's always mostly either bones, skulls, like tattered black fabric, lace, dead flowers. And she's like, "Welcome to my humble home, my little abode." She claps her hands. Charlemagne, and a decrepit-looking skeletal butler dressed in like twin tails, but it looks like he's just crawled out of the ground, like this skeleton, but the clothing's all tattered and broken, with a kind of carrying a tray, like shambles its way over to you. Its jaw opens, and this rasping, unearthly death voice. Would you care for refreshments? And there is a.
My.
It looks like red. You hope it's red wine in like a kind of carafe with glasses. The glasses have all got like skull hands, like holding the goblets.
Sweet.
Was this...
Azaria has a glass of wine. Yes.
Was this person alive when you first employed them?
Charlemagne is a magical creation. I've merely put them into my own personal taste of what their appearance would be. I could make any of my servants look however I wished.
This is a choice.
Yes. I find his presence so comforting. Isn't that right, Charlemagne? Yes, my lady. There is also, like, as that finishes, there is, like, the sound, like, a howling, shrieking wind blows through the entire tower. And Zara just kind of, like, sighs like it's pleasant music.
This is so Adam's Family.
Wow.
That's comforting.
It's lovely in here. It's so cold, though.
Yes, I love it. The unbearable heat of the Sky Cities. This is a rather pleasant refreshment. Shall we go up to the viewing platform?
Yes. Look at the time.
Come this
Viewing
way.
platform, yes.
And she glides
Something
like in
touched
this
me.
place, like the way her dress like just looks like she's floating through the entire space. And you guys, Charlemagne, the skeletal butler, just kind of follows after you, and you are led to what I can best describe as a sort of bone cage lift with like the cages and bars are all bones. It connects to, like, this spiky gothic metal chain. The flooring is like a kind of not stained glass but mosaic stone that depicts like skeletons just like coiled around magical staves and books. She,
How tall
pats
is
one of the benches.
tower?
It goes for a while, and then eventually she brings it to a stop, almost mentally commanding the lift to stop. And a giant pair of bone doors are opened, and it leads you to a thankfully very nondescript, no bones, just stone grey walls. But the wall of the room is like a curved surface, like you're stood at the edge of like a tower's curved wall, is entirely glass. Almost as if there was nothing there except for a very faint outline of like a frame. There are enough chairs for all of you plus Azaria, and they are just sort of red leather, good-looking wooden chairs. They appear to, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I had to quickly assemble these and didn't quite have the time to put my personal design touches on them. I thought that these might suffice just for the time being. This was a rather hasty addition, I must add. But please take a seat.
We'll be looking out there anyway.
Indeed.
I guess whatever's out there.
Yeah, well, this is as you walk towards the walkway, because from the lift there is like a short distance. You can't actually see down yet. You're just sort of looking out onto blue sky. But as you walk to the edge, and you look through the window, you look down on the skyship docks of Horizon, and there, hidden behind privacy screens for most people, but you finally looking down, you guys see the Storm Chaser. But it is no longer, it is still the Storm Chaser in most of its design, in terms of its aesthetics, but you can clearly see it has been vastly improved. And you can see on the deck of the ship, you can see your crew wearing, you actually got them sort of all that Starbane armor and like pulse rifles you salvaged. That's all been sort of like recolored and designed to, and I'll leave this to you specifically, Trot, because this is your ship. The uniform that is going to be whatever color and like design motifs you want. The weapons have been colored so it no longer looks like Starbane armor. It will look like whatever you want it to look like. In the middle of where the engines were just sort of in the middle of like a hold, like they were in like a ship sailing hold, and Nova was like, there was pipes and things like that. It's all been tidied up, and it's now more like a kind of metal room with like two sort of magical reactors. Imagine sort of like this kind of much more sci-fi Magitech bent to it.
Dilithium chambers!
But now there is also almost like a kind of pod that sits in the middle, and it looks like a person-sized pod. You are aware that Valkyrian ships use Eterna as a sort of control system, often as power, but also to control the ship systems.
Yes.
This system, how I've designed it, rather than imprisoning an Eterna, or even an individual who is symbiotically linked to one, you would be able to enter that pod, be within it, and you will have telepathic control as well as real-time information on the ship systems. You'll be much able to react faster, provide reroute power of the different Ethereum engines, be able to activate systems in a sort of magical space, a semi-dimensional space. Primarily in there, it is not quick
Azaria,
to get in and out.
Cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Give me a moment. Excuse me a minute. Yes!
She's always wanted to be a ship.
I have never seen that reaction from Kim before. Man, I've never seen that. Like, man, I didn't think that would make you that happy. Jesus.
You've just given me a spore drive from Star Trek Discovery. Thank you.
It's like a brass orb with etchings and runes around it in bands, and it looks like you can twist and rotate it on various different axes. And she passes it to you and says, "This is a binding sphere. If you encounter such a creature and you fight it and can weaken it, you can spend time to activate this sphere, and it will try and force the creature into basically being captured within it. You can then bring it back to me. I can release the creature and bind it into the engines. But this will allow you to transport it back to me once you've found one."
Wait, we've got Pokemon now?
It is like a very big, fancy Pokeball, yes.
Okay, give me a sec.
Yes! Yeah! Hell yeah! Imagine, to me, it's like it is a Pokeball. I would this would be more like summons in Final Fantasy, right? Because you need to find
Summons in Final Fantasy?
big, powerful.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. What a nerd. What a nerd. What a bunch of nerds.
Oh.
Yes.
Pokemon, Star
Have you
Trek, and Final
found-
Fantasy.
Have you found?
Very much Holtning. Glad you're enjoying it so much, and yeah, looking forward to seeing you live. And we had a donation from Omega Thief that said, "I just finished watching campaign 1. I'm still laughing at how much donations came in and how the generosity destroyed all 5 of you." Well, yeah, it was a lot.
It's still.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you
It's
want
still a lot.
If you want to watch some insane generosity, then check out the 12-hour live stream.
I know,
So
right?
that's another one as well.
We spent all of that money, by the way. It's all gone now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's all gone.
For good causes, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You guys got it in that offshore account?
Yeah. Man, I bought so many purple shirts. It's insane. That's all it went on.
Oh, right. Okay.
And that is, I believe, all the donations. Is Mark back?
Not quite yet. He's just texted me saying he's unloading his entire bowels.
He's voided himself. He's turned himself inside out.
Oh my god. Well, in that case, we have some gift subs from B. Yeah,
I've mic'd up his bathroom, and it's very exciting. It's a first ever exclusive look. That was good. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Perfect.
I can hear something.
Can you hear
I hear
this?
something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can hear it, yeah?
He's really pacing around in that bathroom right now.
Yeah, he is. So let me show you his bathroom real quick.
Yeah?
1 second.
Yeah, go on.
Please bear with me.
I'm bearing.
There's a lot of technology.
I'm bearing. Mark is bracing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, one sec.
I'm just thirsty. In both
He's
senses
just
of the
squirting
word.
an extra one out. Here we go.
Aww.
What's this? He can't hear us, but
He
we
can't hear
can
us at
hear
all.
him. Intro yourself, Mark.
Oh, we can't hear him.